Did you know there was a day in history when the sun literally stopped in the sky? A day so long it defied all the laws of nature. This isn't a sci-fi movie plot. It's an incredible true story from ancient times, a story of a desperate battle, a fearless leader, and a miracle that shook the heavens. Imagine being in a fight for your life, the sun is setting, and you know if darkness falls, your enemy will escape. What would you do? What if you could command the sun to stand still? Let's dive into the day that God made time itself obey. It all started when the city of Gibeon made a peace treaty with the nation of Israel. This news sent shock waves through the region. 5 powerful Amorite kings saw this as a betrayal and decided to make an example of Gibeon. They united their armies, a massive, formidable force, and marched to attack the city. The people of Gibeon were terrified. They were surrounded, outnumbered, and facing certain destruction. In their desperation, they sent a frantic message to the one person they believed could save them, the leader of Israel, Joshua. The message reached Joshua's camp at Gilgal. "Come up to us quickly and save us. Help us. For all the kings of the Amorites who dwell in the hill country are gathered against us." Joshua didn't hesitate. He was a man of action and faith. He knew this was more than just a battle for Gibeon. It was a test of God's covenant with Israel. As he prepared his army, God himself spoke to him, giving him a powerful promise. "Do not fear them, for I have given them into your hand. Not a man of them shall stand before you." With this divine assurance, Joshua and his entire army set out. They didn't just walk, they marched all through the night, a grueling, non-stop journey from Gilgal to Gibeon. They were driven by a sense of urgency and a deep trust in God's promise. Their plan was simple but bold, a surprise attack at dawn. Just as the first light of day broke over the horizon, the Israelite army descended upon the unsuspecting Amorite camp. The effect was immediate. The Lord threw the enemy armies into a state of total confusion and panic. The united forces of the 5 kings, once so confident, broke ranks and fled in terror. But their escape was not going to be easy. As they ran down the path from Beth Horon, something incredible happened. The sky opened up, but it wasn't rain that fell. It was a storm of giant hailstones. God was fighting directly from the heavens. The Bible tells us that more of the enemy soldiers died from the hailstorm than were killed by the swords of the Israelites. Even with this divine intervention, Joshua saw a problem. The enemy was scattered but still numerous, and the sun was beginning to set. If night fell, many would escape under the cover of darkness, regroup, and remain a threat. In that critical moment, filled with faith from God's promise, Joshua did something audacious. In front of all of Israel, he looked up to the heavens and prayed a prayer that would echo through eternity. He commanded, "Sun, stand still over Gibeon, and you, moon, in the valley of Aijalon." And the impossible happened. The sun stopped its journey across the sky. The moon hung motionless. The day was miraculously extended. The Bible says the sun stood still and the moon stopped until the nation took vengeance on their enemies. For about a whole day, time itself was held in suspension. This gave the army of Israel the light they needed to pursue their enemies and win a total and complete victory. There had never been a day like it before or since, a day when the Lord listened to the voice of a man. Why? Because the Lord fought for Israel. This incredible event wasn't just a military victory. It was a powerful demonstration of God's sovereignty over all creation. It showed that when we align our will with His and step out in bold faith and obedience, nothing is impossible. God will literally move heaven and earth to fulfill His promises and fight for those who trust in Him. The story of Joshua reminds us that our biggest battles are won when we let God fight for us. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please give this video a like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more incredible stories from history. We'll see you in the next video.